Yeah. You know what's crazy? Doing a Muckbang. It's crazy. But like, I want the first topic to be about expression and how people express themselves. So I'm gonna ask a YouTuber, feel me, Ygk Seth.
Yes, sir.
In the flesh.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? So Seth, how do you express yourself? And how do you want people to
Perceive me?
Yes.
That's a good question. That's a good question there, Hittineverylevel. You know what I'm saying? No. I feel like the way I express myself is through my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I express how I'm feeling at this specific day. You're gonna see it on my YouTube channel. And I can also express it in the things I do, in terms of like how I carry myself and how I move. Because your body language can express more stuff than what you could say, or like I said, that you could say or you could speak about. Because I feel like expression, in my opinion, can differentiate from person to person. Because for someone like me, when I get mad or when I feel some sort of anger, the first thing I like to do is I like to like kind of sit back and like really resonate in it, and like I like to feel the anger and understand why I'm angry. Because I feel like that's important. And then I might get on my bike and I might go for a ride, and then on that ride I might speed ridiculously or do something that just to blow steam. Because I feel like that's what a lot of young men like me do, is that if they have access to a bike or access to a car, they get in that bike or car, and if the car is different because the car is bigger, the car you can't overtake as much or can't speed as much. And we live in Bermuda, so you're not really able to do anything like that. But on a bike, or in a car, radio might cool you down. Like you might just be able to sit in there and just listen to some vibes, and then you might just bang. You know what I'm saying? But on a bike, yeah, I like to just go for a ride. You know what I'm saying? Just look at the water, park at a spot, just be at peace.
It's like a bike's more intimate in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you're feeling the air, you feel me? Got the throttle in your hands.
Yeah.
So you feel me? It's more intimate.
Yeah, definitely more intimate.
Yeah.
I feel like another way. Let me ask you this: how do you think I express myself?
I would say I would like bounce off what you said, YouTube, obviously, because that's an amazing form of expression. I would say a bit of gym work, getting to the gym. It's something on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, but the gym also helps too, because when you go to the gym like angry or flustered, tossing those weights. I don't know if any of you guys, if you're watching this video, have gone to a gym angry and just flew through a workout, bro. Lord have mercy. Like those weights. I love when you are able to just go hard and go just give your all to something, and you benefit from it. Like for instance, let's say in the bike situation, if I speed and I stint to go 100 miles an hour right down the road, and I hit a corner, and I go a little too side in the opposite lane, what's gonna happen, though?
Nothing good, truthfully.
I'm gonna either die or gravely hurt myself, or the bike's gonna be barely injured.
That's gonna change your life.
Or in the grace of God, I might just survive the corner. Or what happens down the straight? You know what I'm saying? The roads are so unpredictable because you never know if a car's gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? So take your time, but at the same time, use the gym and use sports to advocate self-expression. You know what I'm saying? Like use a sport to be an advocate for self-expression.
Yeah. Like going off of that, I feel like so many people just hold, so much guys especially, they just hold stuff in. No, I'm guilty of that. Like when I'm angry or something like that, I do like I distance myself.
I am too,
hold something in. But like how I express that or get peace and release that, I race, I ride, sometimes I fight. Like it's just even YouTube or drawing or something. Like it's multiple outlets for me that I could just let stuff go. You feel me? And like,
what about your art?
Exactly. With art with me, like I don't necessarily make art for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my teacher told me about this. It's a whole story, you feel me?
Yeah.
But, like, my art is a reflection of how I feel and how I want the world to understand how I feel, basically.
Mm.
Like, let's say I draw a picture of a black canvas, you feel me? The
Mm-hmm.
canvas is all black.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that could, for me, for an example, it could, like, mean that openness, you feel me? Just like emptiness, openness, freedom, you
Yeah.
feel me? But someone else may see that as, oh, he's depressed, there's nothing there, you feel me? One means freedom and someone say it, and another means nothing,
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? So I feel like, and that's how art should be. Like, art shouldn't be a straight answer, you feel me? It should start conversation, start feelings and everything, you feel me? And that's how I try to make my art. I want people to feel something, and yeah,
Get some sort of emotion from it.
exactly. Like even with YouTube as well, I want someone to feel what they're watching, not just watch it. You feel me? Like, I don't want to just make something just to make it. Like that's something I never want to do.
And my backup question to that is how has YouTube impacted your life in terms of how you've been able to deal with situations or situations that you might have been like, oh man, like that situation really messed me up, or that mentally, or that really hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like how has YouTube been able to? You know what I'm saying?
Truthfully, like YouTube, like I said, it gave me another outlet. No, I want to be a graphic designer when I like, you feel me? I'm learning, you feel me? But if YouTube, it gives me a place to where, it gives me a place to where I could put my stuff out there, you feel me? Like all these videos on my channel, like, is content that people could look at and be like, oh, he could do this, he could do that, you feel me? Now, obviously, like, I always want to do better. I want to be better than the person I was yesterday, be better than the person I was this morning, be better than the person I was a second ago, you feel me? I always want to be better. So, and with that, I feel like I don't always acknowledge what I'm doing, but with YouTube, like, it's like a visual representation of my progression. So I can like see something and be like, oh, I did this, what's next? You feel me? Or even I did this, what wasn't as good? You feel me? So like with YouTube, like, it gave me another outlet. It allows me to express myself like art, but just in a different form and concept, basically.
Let me ask you another question. How do you feel like you have progressed since you started YouTube? Not only in socially, emotionally, just physically, like any progression. How do you feel like you've progressed since you started?
I feel like there definitely is like progress, but like I said, like I want to be better, and the stuff I have on my channel isn't like necessarily the best or my best, but like I have definitely like progressed. Like, there's a steady or even like a massive improvement with my videos, and like I know how to talk to my audience. I know how I want to portray a message to my audience. Like, it's all like with that. And like with YouTube, like, it's a different feel than talking to a camera. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you may have like a nice little video call or something, but talking to a camera, it's just you and the camera, 9 times out of 10. So that's gonna like build your confidence, and like as you do it in public, it's gonna build your confidence even more, because everyone thinks that like, oh, look at that work guy, or look at that person holding the camera talking to himself.
You gotta do it themselves.
Exactly.
So to do it.
Like with YouTube, it's just like an amazing form of expression, truthfully.
Yeah, cause I feel like me myself, as a young gifted king, you know what I'm saying? I came with, because what happened with YouTube, I feel like how I progressed personally is that, number one, with the message I was trying to portray. Whoop.
That shit's terrible.
The message that I was trying to portray is that, like, I at first I started my YouTube channel. It was called Inner Peace 441, and then became Seth from 441. Like I was I guess with my YouTube channel, I was struggling to find my identity, and with Ygk Seth, I felt like it motivated me, and it fit the build of the description that of how I wanted my content and how I wanted my channel to be ran. Now, if you go and look at my first video, and you look at my second video, and you look at my current video, how to overcome your struggles, the difference in quality and content and the message is gonna be off the chain. Off the chain, because when I first started, I was a little shy, I was a little reserved, looking down. I'm saying, oh, learn my voice, you know what I'm saying? But now I feel like I'm able to just, I don't care anymore. Like he rightly said, you develop a sort of confidence and sort of kind of arrogance about yourself. It's like, yeah, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? I believe in myself enough to do something. And yeah, I'm gonna put my best foot forward. And then you're off to the races. But I feel like then again, with YouTube, I haven't seen as much, I guess, backlog in terms of views and stuff, in terms of my videos. But hopefully I will after this video. But you know what I'm saying? I've seen most of my video come from a short, like shorts and stuff. My long form content I feel like it has more work to go. But yeah, subscribe to Ygk Seth for those who don't know.
Ygk Seth, right? But like, how would you say, like in terms of arrogance and like confidence, I'm very confident and arrogant. Some would say over the top, but I feel me. But I feel like with arrogance, that comes with me being a competitive ass person. Mm-hmm. Like I hate losing. Mm-hmm. From the point blank period, I hate losing. Mm-hmm. I don't start something or begin a competition to lose. I don't. Mm-hmm. Trust me and believe, when I start something, I'm trying my best to win. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, your background. I've been through my struggles. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So in my mind, I deserve this or whatever I'm doing more than anyone else. Yeah. You feel me? So like, how would you say, how is your approach to being confident and arrogant if you are arrogant?
That's a good question. That's a great question, actually. I feel like they go hand in hand, to be honest, truthfully honest. Like, I feel like if you're confident, you're going to be able to walk into any room and command attention. And if you're arrogant, paired with the confidence, I feel like arrogance is confidence brother or sister. Yeah. Because they're both things that can be used in a bad manner, but could also be used in a positive manner. Because I said it to say that you could be confident and arrogant, but the levels of which you're confident and the levels of which you're arrogant, if the two are imbalanced, you're gonna come off as
cocky.
Yeah, cocky and just over the top. You know what I'm saying? Overconfident. Which isn't a bad thing in certain situations, but you don't want to be that guy to be like, yeah, I could do this. I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm that guy. Because once you get humbled and aren't able to come back from that, if you're not that mentally strong, people's not really gonna take you seriously. Because they're gonna see you as the guy, as a fraud, basically. They're gonna see you as the guy who's like, yo, he said he could do that. Well, what happened? Exactly. Like, that's why you never wanna be confident. Not confident. You never wanna be arrogant or overconfident. Because you wanna find the balance of confidence and arrogance. Because I could say something that you might find arrogant, but another person might find confident. I feel like arrogance and confidence is all based on how people perceive the message or the thing or the action or the quotes that they see. They might be like, oh, that's arrogant. It's all about what they perceive in her. It's all about what they perceive in her. And even how, like, for example, we were just in a gas station. When I walked in, literally everyone looked my way. Not to brag or anything.
Hey, China, homie. Hey, China.
You know what I'm saying? But that I wouldn't be able to do that because they felt my presence. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't realize is that a lot of people have no presence because they don't value their own presence. They go everywhere where they're not supposed to be. They do everything that they're not supposed to do. They want to go places that they're not supposed to go to. I'm saying everyone. I feel like if you don't go out, then you're not. If you don't go out, but you want to have friends and you want to have a relationship, you're contradicting yourself. Because you have to go out to meet people. You have to go outside to meet people. You have to go to the grocery store to meet people. Even if you don't want to meet them, they're still going to be there. People are people. And where are people? Outside.
But you can't stay to yourself and expect to meet your soulmate.
Well, you can stay to yourself, but I feel like there's levels.
You can't stay to yourself, but like, like you said, there's levels. Like you can't just like never touch grass. That's your coach. Never touch grass.
Yeah.
And expect to, you feel me, see something that
Yeah.
you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Like you gotta go outside to experience something new.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why I feel like, but then again, I feel like the best thing in terms of relationships and in terms of like potential for not only young men and women, not only young men, but for the young queens and young, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the best, the most underrated jam in terms of is school, college, because you get to meet your people and there's no pressure, you know what I'm saying? And plus, you get put into the positions to meet people. Because let's say we have a group. That's how we kind of met. You know what I'm saying? We was in class, and then the teacher said form up and form groups, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? You guys have been strong. You guys have been. You know what I'm saying? Brothers for like 4 years, right? You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And yeah, it's crazy. And that's the thing about it. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Exactly.
Or when you're gonna meet them. All you have to do is prepare yourself to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
And who are they gonna meet? Who's that person that are you gonna eat? And the rest again sort yourself out. Like, don't think too hard, man. Don't think too hard.
And like also, everyone's gonna change. You feel me? Everyone. That's how people either live your life or continue in your life.
Or enter it.
Exactly. Or enter it. Like, you're gonna change. If you don't change, then something's wrong. Like, something's low-key wrong. But like, if the people that you want in your life and the people that are worth keeping in your life, you're gonna either automatically adapt to that change, or that change is gonna be a part of your journey.
Or
like, it's gonna be natural.
Or you're gonna have to let them go.
Exactly.
Because they're either not contributing to your life, or they're not becoming a constant piece of your life.
Exactly.
And you could want someone to be in your life, but if they don't want to be in your life, let them go. Let them go. Because you have to realize that yeti organization, they're just the player. They're just the transfer. You just gotta make sure that they're not just a loan, but a permanent transfer. Make sure that everyone in your life is a permanent transfer for the rest of your life. Don't have anyone in your life to be a loan or a 10-day contract. Someone, for people who don't know, I'm talking about in football, when you trade for a new player and you bring them to your team, you could either sign them or you could loan them out to another team. That's basically what I'm talking about. Or, that's to put it quite simply, you have to be basically prepared to let people go. Let people go. Like, if they exhibit these signs and symptoms of someone that you need to cut off, then just do it, man. Just do it. I don't care how special they might be to you. You're not that special to them. You ever thought about that? Have you
if
ever
you're
thought about
special
that?
to them, you would know it.
No, if you're special to them, you wouldn't be in the situation for you to cut them off.
Mm-hmm. And like if you wanna, let's say, someone did come into your life for a learn, make that learn worth it. You feel me? Like, it's gonna be a lesson at the end of the day. So make sure you learn from that lesson. Because if not, that lesson's gonna keep on coming back, and it ain't gonna leave or fully leave until you learn that lesson.
Or until they you might never know. A learn might come into your life, and when they're about to leave, they might want to sign a full contract. They might want to stay into your life. They might prove themselves to be a consistent player and a consistent option in your life. But like he said, you never know, man. You never know who's gonna come into your life. You never know when they're gonna come into your life. You never know how they're gonna come into your life. All you need to know is, am I ready to embrace them, and am I right? Is that person gonna benefit, or are they gonna improve themselves when they meet me? Like, am I gonna be the person to not only mold them into the person that they could be, but mold myself into the person that I could be while I'm around them?
Exactly. Like, no one should be used in their own life. You feel me? Like, y'all, that's for me. Like, that's stupid. But like, in life, people are gonna want you and try to be in your life for what you can do for them. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So you gotta think and make it move your way around that. You feel me? Because everyone's gonna want to use you, but you gotta find the people who are worth sticking around, people who you can help, people who help you. You feel me? Because everyone has something in themselves, within themselves, that people want to use. You just gotta find the right people to use that on.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
And you know who the real people are in your life. The people that are your ride or dies by how your number one way, excuse me, to find out who is supposed to really be in your life. Your dogs, the wolves in your pack is when you're going through a tough time. They're all around when you're happy, but no one's there when you're sad. You know,
Exactly.
the people that are there for you in times of need, when you really need someone to talk to, and they hit you up, those are your people. Those are your people. I can't say that enough. I cannot say that enough, man. Like when like not even you don't even have to be down like depressed or down like really serious, but just for example, let's say that someone gets injured. The people that stick around to watch and wait for you to get bandaged up and wait for you come to the hospital with you, those are your ones. Those are the people you need to stick around with, man. Because those people are important. Because to be surrounded by people I feel like I'm really on the surface of the matter, because I want to get into the issue of Instagram and how your likes and your story views, the correlation is terrible. It's abysmal, actually. Because
I say social media in general.
Yeah,
You feel me?
it's like the relay and the congruency of followers and story views and likes. Not that we care about all that, but I'm just saying the congruency between, like, for example, I just posted a post, right? A picture on Instagram. You know how much people viewed my story compared to like it? It was like for example, I put a story up and 300 people viewed it. But you know how much people would like my post? Not even 50, bro. Not even 50. And that's also how you could tell who messes with you or not. That's also how you could tell who messes with you or not.
It's a simple thing, like it really is.
Yeah.
The smallest things can make the biggest difference.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like let's say, like Seth said something about someone being injured. You feel me? Let's say I fall, I mess up my leg, I can't do something, and my dreams are on the line. Exactly.
No, not only line.
They're like,
hold it.
Yeah, hold it.
Put it that way. Hold it.
If I have my guys with me, I ain't gonna care about my injury. You feel me? Like they're gonna make my dream better.
All you're gonna care about is making it back to putting your dream in action.
Exactly.
That's all you're gonna care about. The implementation. That's all you're gonna care about.
It's that simple. It's that simple.
And that's another thing I wanted to talk about, is that on social media, your presence and just being, social media has taken away a lot of people's presence, both physically and mentally, because they're not there. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, I witnessed this not to air out on public, but this certain young lady, or this certain person that that we was in contact with, right? I just happened to run into on social media. She's an angel. She portrays herself to be an angel, but in person, well, that's another story, man. Another story. Like, just make sure that's what I talked about in my other video. Make sure that your presence on social media is congruent to how people think you act, or how you act in person, because I feel like that's important. You should act the same off and online. You should be the same off and online. Like, never be afraid to be who you are, man. Never be afraid to be who you are. I don't care how many likes you get, as long as you are who you are. The people that like you for who you are the people that are gonna like you for who you are. If no one likes you for who you are, then no one likes you for who you are. As long as you like yourself. That's all that matters. If you like and love yourself, the rest of them don't matter. Because
like the best person you can ever be is yourself.
Exactly.
You feel me? It ain't no need to be anyone else.
You're original.
Exactly.
Don't die a copy.
And like so many people, they be like, oh, that's cute. It ain't getting cute. They just match the energy around it. Oh, that's cute. Let me do it. Like, nah, be different. You feel me? Be an innovator. Make the next trend or whatever. You feel me?
Because you never know how far that can go.
Never know.
You never know how far that can go. Like, for instance, if me and Daryl post this video, if me and Hittineverylevel post this video, or we post a video on our channel, and it blows up, that could change our lives for the better. That could change our lives for the better. So, at the end of the day, Never be afraid to be who you are, and never be afraid to cut someone off because they don't fit the build of who you want yourself to be and who you envision yourself being. Because all you're gonna do is cancel yourself from your living to your full potential. Take it away, dog.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that video was fire. Like, that was really cool. You feel me? That's a little mukbang.
And we're back again.
We're out here. You feel me?
Outside.
Nah.
Peace.
Make sure you subscribe. And say it one more time.
You are a king, so act like it.
Mm-hmm.
You are a queen, so act like it. Don't doubt yourself. Remember that.
Remember that. There you go. Nice little salad. Got beef right there.
Oh. You don't like the violence, dude.
Yeah, you don't like the violence. Hold the beef? No. You like the beef? You want the violence. Huh?
Yeah.